What's going on, everyone? It's Brandon with JACOJE Fine Jewelry, your personal jeweler. In this video, I want to talk about value between gold chains, and as you can see, I value them highly, versus the iPhone long term. This is an old iPhone. Both we use every day. I wear my gold chains every day, and I use my iPhone. Oops, I didn't mean to show the Louis Vuitton case that matches my shirt. Yeah, I did. So we're gonna talk about that. With that being said, let's get started. Personally, I don't care what the prices of iPhones are when we're talking about like currently or even back there. I need the iPhone. I use my iPhone more than anything. I justify the price. Charge me 5 times the price, I'll still buy it. Maybe I need to finance it. But when we're talking about this iPhone 4 that came out in 2011, the price was $299. That sounds nothing then, but back then that was probably that $1,200 price tag we're kind of used to. These days, gold prices back then at the same month in October was $1,678 per ounce. That's pretty high. That was what the gold market was back then. For the gold market today, and I don't know why this happens, when I go buy 5 kilos of gold, gold is always up that day. It just always happens. When I go to make a video on how you should buy gold and why you should buy gold, gold decides to drop $23.80 an ounce. We're at $1,690 per ounce for fine gold 24 karat. But that doesn't matter because it's still above what it was back in 2011. Now let's talk about prices of that iPhone 4. Now, the actual value and the point of this, the value of an iPhone is just what I said in this intro. I would pay, I need it, I do business, I go on my apps, whatever it may be, I use my iPhone all the time. It has value. Even though there's no resale value, if we look at the iPhone 4, the resale value, I went on eBay, is pretty much pay for my shipping, pay for my gas, and some time so I can go buy some Chipotle for lunch. It's like $5, $15, $20, $30 for a used iPhone. There's really no value in it. Nobody really wants it. So you have pretty much no resale. You spent $299 plus all those random add-ons that you guys know they add on at the end. And then when you go to sell it later, there is no value in it, $30. Let's take a chain from my website, JACOJE.com. I just picked something that was around $300 to match the price of the iPhone 4, which was a 2.4 millimeter flat curve that weighed 6.1 grams of solid 14 karat gold. It's $300. Now, if that's the retail price, just like the iPhone was a retail price, if we look at the actual value of that chain, on today's market price, you have 6.1 grams. No matter if the chain is torn up, it broke, whatever it may be, you have the gold weight, you have the value. You can go on the app. I use Gold Tracker. I check this app probably 30, 40 times a day just to see where gold at. It's more like an addiction. But nonetheless, you could go on there. The price for 6.1 grams, market price of 14 karat gold, is $193.38. With those numbers, you really have to feel good about gold, especially at the retail level. To be able to buy something 9 years ago, you could wear it every day, you could do whatever you want. Like I said, it could be broken in pieces. It doesn't have to be like that, because when you go to resell it, I'll be completely honest with you guys, I would love to just give you all the good news in the world, but you're not gonna get market price for when you go to resell. Just like I, as a seller, don't buy my 14 karat gold chains at market price. That's a lot of things. People look at like gold calculator and say, okay, gold is at X amount, that's what I want to be paying, or gold is at X amount, that's what I want to sell for. Go to resell it. As far as like taking your chain and going to a pawn shop and getting cash for it, you're not going to get that cash for it. That is just the bar that you have. That is the good thing about gold. There's nothing you could do like the iPhone, pair of shoes, shirts, nothing you could buy that says, hey, this is the bar today, a live market price that you can go off. And that is something special about gold. You know the market price and base it off that, not what someone decided to sell on eBay for, or someone, a car dealer wants to sell this at this price and you kind of go off that. There's a live market price, and I use the iPhone because it is a very popular item. Like I said, it's kind of apples to oranges. I just compared it because everyone has a cell phone, everyone needs a cell phone, but when you look back 9 years later, it has no value at all. There's nothing in there that you could resell and have value. But if you bought a chain 9 years later, actually the value has increased. And with uncertain times like right now, that is the good thing about gold. Yes, it might have dipped, but I guarantee if I made this video last week, gold would have been up like $100 more an ounce, but maybe in a month now it'll be $200 more an ounce, $500 more an ounce. You don't know, but at the end of the day, as long as you have it, you have that chance of it increasing, just like I showed 2011 to this day. Even though it dipped a little bit, it's still above what it was. The purpose of this video is not an investment video to get the most gold, to invest, not to hedge, to protect from inflation, none of that. For the tryhards out here, here is a gold ounce coin. I have it. Okay, there's less labor when you buy gold coins like this compared to manufactured jewelry, of course, but most people want to wear their chains. This thing has been in the safe. I haven't looked at it. I brought it out just like this thing right here. No value. This one has a lot of good value. I'm proud of it, but I can't do this with it, and that is a big problem. I like it because, again, I do believe that's a whole different topic for a whole different day. Not necessarily my specialty. I'm Brain with JACOJE Fine Jewelry. I help you decide if you want the 22-inch or the 24-inch length, rope or Franco. That is what I do, and I take pride in that. And I love these gold chains. This is for the average Joe to know your worth, to know what you have no matter what. You got 8 grams, you got 50 grams. Get it, know the value of that just in case, and feel good about that, just like you feel good when you wear all this gold. It is an addiction for sure, but at least it has that value. For something 2011 to spend $300 on, and it still has the value of close to $200, that is not bad at all. It's very tough to find stuff unless they're limited. Again, you could say, oh, I could buy a limited whatever Louis Vuitton wallet and it has value. It's a collector's item, but you could go and buy 14 karat gold anywhere and it still has that value that climbs. So that is the good thing. It's easily to be bought, and in these uncertain times, you must have it and feel good about it. Let me know your thoughts down below. That's it for today's video, and we'll see you on our next jewelry video.